In the last video, we discussed how to find slope from a graph. This time we're going to use slope from 2 points. So we're going to need a formula. So our formula for slope given 2 points is m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, where x1, y1, x2, y2 are our points. So we're going to stick with the evens, just to simplify life a little bit. So I always label my points x1, y1, x2, y2. Remember, it's x and then y. So make sure you're labeling your points before we plug them into our formula. So our formula, remember, is m equals -2 minus 4, because that's y2 and y1, over 10 minus a -2. So -2 minus 4 is going to give me a -6. And then 10 minus a -2 will be a plus, so that'll become a +2, which becomes a 12. So I have -6 over 12, which becomes -1/2. And then for number 4, I'm going to label my points. I have x1, y1, x2, y2. And then I'm going to plug them in to my formula. So 4 minus 0 over -2 minus 10. So 4 minus 0 is just 4. And -2 minus 10 gives me a -12. They're both divisible by 3. Actually, they're both divisible by 4 even. Let's do 4 instead of 3. One over -3. So -1/3. 6. I'm going to label my points. x1, y1, x2, y2. M equals 5 minus 8 over -7 minus -7. Helps if I write it correctly. Minus a -7, so that'll become a +7 here in a minute. 5 minus 8 gives me a -3 in the numerator, and -7 plus a 7 gives me a 0. But remember, we talked about in our last video that no, 0 on the bottom is not okay, so it's undefined. Moving on to 8. I'm going to label x1, y1, x2, y2. So I have m equals -2 minus 13 over 6 minus a -4. So -2 minus 13 gives me a -15. And then 6 minus a -4, so you ended up adding them and it gives you a 10. And you're going to divide them both by 5. So I get a -3 over 2. Remember to make sure you simplify your fractions. And last but not least, on this page is number 10, x1, y1, x2, y2. So m equals -4 minus a -4 over 1 minus 9. So that numerator is going to become -4 plus 4 is a 0, and 1 minus 9 is -8, but 0 on top is a-okay. So my answer is just 0. Alright, we're going to do number 12, and then the second part of this will be another video. x1, y1, x2, y2. So m equals 8 minus 6 divided by 4 minus 4. So 4 minus 4 gives me a 0, and 8 minus 6 gives me a 2. And once again, 0 on the bottom is not okay, so it is undefined. We will do the second part of this video, these notes in another video.